Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Raul,
And it's Mike.
and we'd like to welcome you back to the AO podcast. And this is episode 77.
And it's so late. It's
Yeah.
not late. It's not so late, but it's late.
Yeah, so we this is definitely like an evening recording.
It's been fucking hot.
Yeah, we usually record these, as you know, like in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
But since it is since we're in summer right now, it is pretty hot outside. So we decided to do a later recording. But before we get into this episode, make sure you guys subscribe and you follow us on our socials. Links for everything is down in the description, as always. But now getting into it, some really exciting news, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have heard us talk about recently on recent episodes about how we were talking about possibly doing vlogs. Well, I'm excited to announce that I have officially launched the AyyoVideo YouTube channel, which is going to be a channel that's mostly run by me, but of course, since me and Mike,
We hang out often.
Yeah, we hang out pretty often. He is going to be in some of the vlogs. Now, the channel itself is not going to be like a vlog-focused channel.
He's going to do a lot of things.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of things. I even explained it on the intro. By the way, I'll have Michael put up a thumbnail of the video that I just dropped somewhere on the screen.
And here's a clip of our friend Nick talking about scrotums.
Scrotum is so... I don't want to say it's massive, but it encompasses and protects your whole testicle. And it is connected to part of your taint.
All right, and then so... I like how that's basically like what it is. Like when you're like not editing it, like that's how quickly you have to jump back in.
Yeah. By the way, when I was in the last episode, and I was like pointing down for the image, I forgot to extend the image, so I'm just pointing at nothing in the episode. Man.
No, but so I'm really excited for that. I just dropped the very first vlog on the channel, which was actually us going to go watch the Odyssey, which we'll be reviewing in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super excited for that. Like I said, it's just a channel that I wanted to create to kind of have like a more of a creative outlet and just try out different things.
And the vlog's nice. It's a really nice watch. It's a chill watch too. It's like very relaxing. I don't usually give you compliments because
You don't actually. But
the vlog's really good. Y'all should really check it out.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe for that, just to watch any other things that I do. I'm planning on doing also like movie and TV reviews on there as well. Mm-hmm. So make sure you subscribe.
Especially for the fans. I'm just going to give a sneak peek without your consent. For fans of King of the Hill, just stay tuned for that. That's all I'm going to say.
So make sure you subscribe. Again, that's AyyoVideo. I'll tell Mike to leave a link for that down in the description.
Hell yeah.
So make sure you check that out. But now getting into it, so like I said, we're going to be talking about the Odyssey.
Yeah.
But before we actually get into the movie review, since this was our technically our first time vlogging, I do want to kind of
talk about the adventure.
Yeah, talk about the actual experience vlogging, because I'm not gonna lie. Overall, I was pretty happy with the vlog. There are certain things that I wish I could have captured, like for example when we were walking around before we actually went to the movie. I wish I would have vlogged that, and I'm not gonna lie, you know what else I could have fucking vlogged too?
Yeah.
I could have vlogged right after the fucking movie ended, because you know how we went up to take pictures in front of the screen?
Yeah.
I could have very easily pulled out my camera and vlogged after the movie was over.
Yeah.
But like I said, kind of like a learning curve, which is actually something that makes this new channel kind of exciting for me.
Yeah.
Personally, is that obviously it being my first vlog, it's not going to be perfect, but it gives me grounds to see, okay, well this was good, but maybe I should have had some of this. So it is it is like a learning experience. So
and remember, y'all, we actually did talk about recording another vlog when we saw Obsession and Hokum, but you said
that one fell through because the first mistake I made with that one was there was not enough footage.
Yeah.
So that vlog would have literally been probably 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was really funny. But you've learned from that, and I think this vlog's really just a really nice time. Especially going out to see one of probably the most anticipated movie for everybody.
And not only that, go see it at the Chinese theater.
At the Chinese theater in 70mm IMAX, which is the first time you probably didn't know what 70mm IMAX was.
I think the last like big screen that I remember watching a movie on was when we watched Oppenheimer.
Yeah, in IMAX. Oppenheimer's so good, and like going into it, you know, before we talk about it and everything like that, I think we're both big Christopher Nolan fans.
Yeah, my top two favorite movies of all time are Oppenheimer and also The Dark Knight.
Yeah, and I think Oppenheimer is like a contender for movie of the decade. And you know, and it's funny because like I was like, okay, like it's Christopher Nolan. He literally makes the biggest movies now.
I literally just thought of a random fun fact about Oppenheimer.
What fun fact?
Apparently, who was it that played his wife? Was it Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
Apparently, she said in an interview or whatever on a podcast that, you know, during that scene where, like, it's him and his mistress fucking, like, in the middle of the interrogation.
Yeah.
And, like, they're fucking naked.
Such a good scene, by the way.
Apparently, she said that one of the fucking cameras broke during that scene. So, like, they just had to fucking awkwardly sit there.
And just hold it, wait, stay still. We can't fuck up the image. Yeah,
so that's fucking funny. But
and this movie is also the first time it's filmed in huge, and all of it's filmed in the huge IMAX format, which makes the 70mm theater experience like, you know, more like. I
wonder what his obsession is with that.
I think it's just like it captures a lot more quality and is able to present itself like a lot more.
Because I think he's like the only director that I know him primarily like for that. Like that's like his signature thing.
Yeah, and there's been tons of other movies that have and filmmakers that have advocated for IMAX. Ryan Coogler with Sinners, Paul Thomas Anderson with One Battle After Another. Like these movies are filmed in big, huge formats of film, and they're
also,
very,
have you seen
very
that fucking
super
video
huge.
That they dropped where they show you how they fucking load that shit?
Yeah. It's huge.
Bruh,
it's huge.
It's like they're loading a fucking cannon.
Yeah. It's how wars were fought back in the day, just trying to screen this movie at these places, which is, you know, these places are like very hard to set up and they're very expensive, but like they bring back like why films are films. Like you go there, you watch this huge ass thing that hundreds, thousands of people, millions of people like involved in, basically, especially with the Odyssey, like being just a huge, first of all, before we go into it, like that's why I was like, we need to like do it here. And I think it would also be good for you to vlog, because it's like something you've never experienced.
But also, not only that, another fucking reason why this vlog was going to be super interesting is, so this is also another big exciting news that I just realized.
Yeah.
So for those of you who haven't seen the video yet and have been watching the vlogs for a while now, you've heard us bring up a homie of ours by the name of Nick, many of times on the podcast. If you've only listened to the podcast, this is actually the first fucking time that you're actually going to see him on camera.
Yeah.
So that was something else that was also really exciting about this vlog, is actually finally getting to introduce you guys to the homie known as Nick. And then I'm pretty sure the thing too that I love, I feel like the vlog, even though there wasn't a lot of Nick in the vlog, I feel like
you got why Nick is Nick.
Yeah, I feel like I really was able to capture what makes Nick so fucking great.
Yeah, and after I picked you up, like you made the intro, you got the footage of me picking you up. By the way, but you didn't even record the fact that I kept missing Nick's house on the way to Nick's house.
You literally kept getting. Even though, how long had it been since you've been to Nick's house?
I like at least like a year or two. Like I haven't been there in a long time.
God damn, because I was like, wow, how the fuck do you forget?
Oh, the last time I went was February when we went when we got drunk at his house before the AVN.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last time I went. Yeah, bro, we got fucked up.
Yeah, that shit was fun, dude. I don't remember most of that night.
Yeah, but I haven't been to his house in ages. I'm like, why the fuck does he live? I'm just
you made like 2 wrong turns.
Yeah. But then we got Nick, and then on the way to get like a charger from my house, you and Nick had like a crazy conversation and a question that I guess you had for him.
Yeah, so if you want
that you were curious about.
Do you know if the scrotum is like the medically accurate term for the taint.
What the fuck?
It was just a random question that I thought of. We had that conversation, which was fucking hilarious. You guys definitely need to go check that out.
No,
but
man.
so
very
already,
good, great medical conversations.
Yeah, so already it started off on a really bright note. And then I got some dope B-roll footage of us driving on the
You got some footage of people just straight cutting me off.
Oh, dude, the shit that's funny is that shit happened twice. Bro.
Oh my god!
I have like the funny, but the funniest part is one. I have one video where it's like in regular like speed.
Yeah.
And then the other one's in the time lapse, so it's like. And
I'm just like, man, these motherfuckers. I fucking hate LA driving, bro. It's fucking. I just hate it, but like. I know tons of people that like was like, oh yeah, you just gotta just go, just be aggressive. I'm like that. I hate that shit. But like, we went there, you know, we filmed the second part, and then like we ate. We went to eat.
Wait, before that, when I was showing the little thing to say that we were there. Fucking Nick was trying to find the restrooms, but then it turned out he was just going to go like
to the elevators.
Yeah, to the elevator.
But I said it was the restrooms too. By the way, I was like, oh yeah, this is restrooms.
So you're the one that
I was like, whoops, my bad, bro.
Then we ended up going to fucking well, first we went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, we went to like 3 different restaurants.
Yeah, but then
they were all closing.
Yeah, but then it turns out that was about to close, so Nick just went and took a shit.
Oh.
And then we
he did just walk in, take his shit, and walk out.
Like he really did. Like he didn't give a fuck about eating. He was like, "Oh, like, where's the bathroom?"
He's like, "Where's the bathroom? I just need to take a quick and then head out." And shit.
Yeah, and so once we left there, we actually headed over to Dave and Buster's.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, I actually haven't been to a Dave and Buster's in like fucking forever. I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Those fucking, I got some boneless chili lime wings.
Yeah.
Bro, them shits were fucking good.
Yeah. No, bro, like the pizza I had was like I don't know what I expected, but it was not that. That was actually really good. And I haven't had Dave and Buster's food in a long time, but like that fucking food was like, I was like, that pizza was very soft and fun to eat. That was like, and then I had some of Nick's. That's so fat. It's so fat, but it was like it brought a smile to their face, like Ratatouille, like when he makes food.
It's very soft and fun to eat.
Yeah, it's very fun to eat. That was very tasty. It was tasty good. It's tasty good. And so was Nick's quesadillas were also really fucking delicious as well. So I did not, bro.
Oh yeah, didn't he give you one for like?
Yeah, we traded like if it was like we were like the Greeks and the Athens and shit. It was like we trade you this for this and all that.
We're trading like fucking Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I hate that Pokemon cards are still a thing.
Not to mention, like it's always grown men who try to scalp the cards and sell them for more. Have you heard of that phenomenon? Where it's just like, I hate grown men. I hate grown men this day and age so fucking much. Like for them scalping. Just
also, you know what's kind of crazy? As somebody who grew up randomly having a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even though I never watched the show. Like, it's kind of insane to me how, like, we went from Yu-Gi-Oh cards to, like, Pokemon cards.
I mean, Pokemon cards have always... I mean, cards of any... You know, you got the Bakugan fucking cards and shit also. The fucking, like, Digimon, like, shits. Like, I think the fucking Digimon is just, like...
Fuck that, Yu-Gi-Oh was the best.
Like, you think Yu-Gi-Oh was
even
better?
Even though I didn't know shit about it.
Yeah. You just said you didn't watch the show.
I just thought... Bro, to this day, I think that's one of the great mysteries from my fucking childhood. I legit had like a Ziploc bag full of fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I don't even know why.
That's fucking insane. Like, anyways, back to
like
fucking...
if I ever played Yu-Gi-Oh with somebody, I'd be, this motherfucker. Like,
he's like, yeah, that one with the hand and shit, you know.
Yeah, but it was a trip. I can't believe I used to own that many fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I wish I still had them.
Yeah,
but,
I don't even know how you transition from...
So anyways, we finished up at Dave & Buster's. Then we went out and we were like, wait, if I'm remembering correctly, wasn't there like a food thing outside of the theater?
There's always food. It's the Chinese theater on like the fucking Hollywood Boulevard and all that. There's always like food singing there. Like,
because I could have sworn I remember hearing that.
There's always food singing there. Like it's just like it's like an own little like continent itself. Hollywood Boulevard. It's very there's always unique things happening.
I love how you said a bunch of shit, but you didn't really answer my question.
What was the question?
I just realized that as I was listening to you talk, like you straight up didn't even answer my So was there a fushigi?
Yes.
Okay.
I whatever.
But anyways, so we got there, and then this is the cool part, actually. When we got inside the theater, right there, they actually had on display the actual IMAX camera that they used to film the movie.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, we did capture that in the vlog.
Those motherfuckers are huge.
Yeah, no, and they make noise, and they can't go longer than 3 minutes. Footage.
What?
They can't go longer than 3 minutes. So like every 3 minutes, they have to switch out the film. So like that took a long time to fucking film these motherfucking scenes.
Listen, I don't think I want my movie to look that good. That's some bullshit. I gotta fucking. It might as well be making a fucking live action stop motion film. What the fuck?
Imagine recording a podcast and every 3 minutes we have to change this shit. And now imagine being on a boat in the middle of the sea. Like
that is a good question. How the fuck they switch it out like that?
They've done. Listen, Christopher Nolan and the cinematographer Hoy van Hoytema, who's done most of Chris's movies post Interstellar and has also done Nope. Which is Nope is like also a contender for
that's still a movie I gotta
see. That's for me. It's like a contender for like a decade.
Because I gotta
movie of the decade.
I gotta complete the trifecta because I haven't seen the.
You haven't seen Us?
Yeah, no. Well, no. That's what I'm saying. I've seen Nope and Us. So I gotta complete.
Oh, you mean Get Out in Us?
Yeah, Get Out in Us.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen Nope, so I gotta watch that one to like complete the.
I fucking love Nope. I love Nope. And it's crazy going into that movie really quick. I was because I didn't like Us, so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll see it at home because I was also really busy at the time. And then I saw it at home. I'm like, fuck, I should have saw this in theater.
My favorite thing about that movie is the way they flipped. I Got 5 on it.
Yeah.
In the trailer,
I think it doesn't. Work in the movie. We're not talking about that. That's a hot take for another day.
So anyways, we left. We got done with David Buster's, and then we went over to the theater, and then we saw the camera. You got your soda or whatever.
Yeah, I needed that.
It
was also 10:55.
Yeah, so the movie started at 10:55. By the way,
so it was really fucking late showing because it's This is like the most popular format. This is a theater in Britain that only shows like 70mm IMAX. It's like booked out till September. And we're back. Fuck.
Yeah, so Mike forgot to fucking charge or put the portable charger on the camera. What fucking part we were talking about? Okay, so we get there. We get to the theater. We walk in to the actual theater with the screen and everything, and I didn't realize how fucking big the screen was gonna be.
Oh yeah.
But then,
and we got there just on time too, right? When not even the Odyssey, because in the 70mm IMAX showings, they have been showing a preview for the newest Dune movie, which we sat down barely to just see that happen.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I don't really know what the fuck the Dune movies are about because I've never watched any of them. So this was like a new thing for me getting to see the preview for the new one. And all I'm going to say is that looked like some fucking Star Wars
shit. That shit. Bruh, and same. People go crazy when I say I haven't seen the second Dune movie. And I really like the first, but I do want to rewatch it and I finally see it. And this the preview presented convinced me that I'm like, oh, I need to get on my shit and watch these shit. That was
watch it in 70mm now. That was
one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in that format. And I saw the Odyssey after that, and this just tells how much I was impressed with just that. That was like D-Day on steroids. Yeah, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are also in Dune 2 and 3. So I have another movie coming out later this year. And now, actually, we are talking about two things Zendaya is in.
Yeah, so
that's actually really coincidental.
Yeah, but one for better.
Yeah.
one thing too, another thing to note before we actually hop into the movie review.
Yeah.
There was no fucking AC in this theater.
Until it didn't kick in until like 2 hours into the movie.
So, like the whole time was just hot and watching a big screen.
And it was late at night too, so like to give ourselves a little leeway, there's a lot of places where I'm just like, damn, I need, maybe it was just me being tired, but maybe there's things in the film that made me feel like that, but we'll go into that. But and then the movie starts, and I really like this movie. I really do. It's not my favorite Nolan, but I really did enjoy the fuck out of this movie. I really liked it a lot. I fucking loved it even. So yeah.
So I get my thing real quick. My first initial thought is I did enjoy it. I am of course also a Christopher Nolan fan. Mm-hmm. But honestly, at least for me, as far as like Christopher Nolan's film discography goes, granted I haven't watched all of them, but at least for me, from the ones that I have seen, I don't think, while I did enjoy the Odyssey, especially like me not really knowing any of the backstory.
Yeah, let's get into that. We have these here. You know nothing about the Odyssey because the American education system.
You know why? Because I wasn't in fucking AP English.
Most people, I just found out too. Apparently, people read that in middle school, like as an English
not
major
in our
thing.
school.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I wanted to say the American education system failed you.
You were literally about to talk shit to me for not knowing the Odyssey, bro. Our fucking high school had a daycare in it,
the history teachers were like the PE teachers, and shit like like they were doing multiple classes.
I don't think higher learning was their prerogative down there.
It was like, can these kids just get out?
Because bro, it took me like 3 years to pass math. So like, yes, they definitely did just want to get us the fuck out of there.
So you know nothing about the Odyssey, one of the most important and oldest tales.
That's crazy to me too, is the fact that people say that this is apparently like a popular book that people read in schools, but I'm like, at least from what I recall, I never fucking read it.
It's one of the most oldest, important feats in Western storytelling of all time, and 3,000 years, nearly 3,000 years old, by the way.
So I was gonna say, so this falls under like Greek mythology, right?
Yeah, Greek classic mythology and tales and shit like that. It's an epic poem, you know.
Random fact, but you want to know how I got super kind of into Greek mythology?
Yeah.
It was because I played God of War.
Oh yeah. Well, when the opening is him fucking two chicks and their whole tatas is out.
Yeah, also, by the way, I was way too fucking young to be playing that game.
He's like, just play it. It's like the Odyssey. Just play this shit. It's got the characters.
No, but so I actually do know that's like a little random thing of fun fact about me is I actually do know a little bit about Greek mythology, just because I remember when I got into those games, I kind of did a little bit of how sometimes when you get into games you look up the shit that they're based on and stuff. So it was one of those. So that's where I do have a loose kind of understanding on Greek mythology and the Greek gods and all that shit.
Yeah, but
I don't know shit about the Odyssey.
Yeah. I'm currently reading the Iliad, which has Agamemnon, whatever the fuck his name is. I was like, I hate his name. That's the way. I think that name is fucking terrible. Agamemnon
or some shit.
Yeah, it's some long stupid name. I probably shouldn't say that, but
it's has his name has some cultural significance. And fuck this long ass fucking name.
Yeah, played by the director of The Smashing Machine, by the way, which is, Which,
by the way, was a really fucking boring movie.
God damn, we didn't need to bring that up.
I mean, I'm sorry, but it was. I can't lie.
He's also made Uncut Gems and Good Time, which are fucking good at...
I haven't seen the other one, but Uncut Gems was a good movie.
Uncut Gems was a good movie. So, yeah, and he's a really good actor. He was also in Oppenheimer. He was the one that says until we build a bigger bomb. He was that foreign scientist.
Isn't he the one that Emily Blunt doesn't shake his hand at?
Yeah, and then he goes from that performance to being, bro. I never thought in a million years that the Odyssey would get memified so much in current culture.
People have been having a field day with that Robert Pattinson one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get these beggars out of here. Spoilers for 3,000-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of wild.
You know, people are like, spoilers. I'm like, it was like
the book's been out forever. Like, read it.
That's funny because it's coming for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not asking questions about it. Like, I just know there's a horse. I don't need to know anything more.
Yeah, so like seeing like Matt Damon as Odysseus in Fortnite, and also doing like what he's been doing on the 7 years, and he's like doing the little stupid fucking dances. That shit is crazy to me, but I think this movie deserves the hype in a lot of ways, because let's just talk about how it looks.
Yeah, so getting to see it was a really interesting experience, getting to see it in the 70mm IMAX, because like if I was watching the screen like just like straight ahead like I'm doing now, like when I'm looking at the camera, I'm not gonna lie, at some points I had to tilt my head up in order to be able to see the whole fucking
We were also really close because those were like the most available seats. Like this was selling out fast, and I was like, I think this would be really good.
Hey,
so
let's
go.
To be fair, at least we were fucking Marty Supreme close.
We were looking it up.
That shit was wild, bro. We were like basically reclining in the fucking.
We were right in his face, in Chalamet's face and shit. You know, so that shit was insane. I that was incredible to see too, because I saw that in a normal theater too. I'm just like, it kind of really hits in 70mm, and like this movie has been sold out in all formats, like even in the theaters near us, they're like sold out like every fucking day, and it's like it's already made it's already made it double its budget back.
I was gonna say, I also really like, speaking of the memes, I also really like the meme where it's like it'll be like the tweet will be something like like watching the Odyssey the way Christopher Nolan intended, and it'll be like a fucking black and white.
It'll be like a Game Boy Advance. Yeah. But like it looks fucking neat. But that's with that movie, what he did, doing everything like basically practical, you know, from like the giant like puppet Cyclops to them being out at sea,
to actually getting big ass foods, to like wear a bunch of armor and shit.
Yeah, it's just so impressive to see, and like he really used this. But by the way, this has the budget of like any Avengers movie. It's like it has like that same budget, but those movies look like dog shit. You're looking right in a dog's like filthy poopy asshole. That's what those dogs like. That's what those dogs. That's what those movies. That's what
I was about to be like, where are you going with that? Because like that's those fucking dogs. I'm like, wait a minute, you had like beef with some type of dog?
No, it was like that's how those movies look. Look, and then Doomsday. Just after seeing this and then seeing the Doomsday fucking trailer, it's like I don't want this at all. Like I'm going.
Oh, real quick. Well, goddamn it, I don't want to fucking.
Yeah,
go off on a side, but like, do you feel like there's MCU fatigue nowadays?
It's been happening since, honestly, the pandemic, I think, really fucked up, like, the MCU, like, since, like...
I'm not gonna lie, like, it definitely, like, especially, because I remember, like, around the time, like, when you and the homies went to go watch, like, Endgame and shit, like, in the theaters, like, I remember that around that time, I would say it was, like, kind of the peak of, like, the MCU, like, the hype behind it. But I feel like nowadays, well, like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely still, like, hype around it. Yeah. But I feel like it's definitely not the same as it used to be.
No. It's just, but the Spider-Man movie actually looks like fun.
My nephew actually wants to watch that.
So, yeah, and it has fucking Nacho from Better Call Saul. I was like, shit, fuck it.
Didn't he like the villain?
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to him. But like back to this, you know.
Instead of fucking beating a Spider-Man, he's like switch out his heart medication.
Beating up Crazy 8.
His fucking sidekick's gonna be fucking Tuco.
This is Tuco.
But
he's like, you're like a little cockroach, a little cucaracha. We should talk about Better Call Saul someday. That's like my favorite show. Anyways, back to the Odyssey. Looks great. Yeah, looks fucking amazing. And I think, and there's so many people here.
Also, the score was pretty great.
Yeah, it's from the composer of Oppenheimer and Sinners. But this one, the score here and how it emphasizes the scenes themselves is really also, like top notch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, even though it was dope seeing it in the 70mm, you know what I wish, like, especially in the scenes where we were, like, with them on the boat, and, like, the storm was going on and shit?
Yeah.
I really wish that for those scenes we would have watched it in 40x.
40x? Have you seen the videos of that shit?
Have, bro. It looks like they're on a fucking roller coaster.
Bro, it's like the Shrek ride in Universal.
No, but yeah, like for those scenes in particular, I really wish we would have fucking watched it in 40x.
Are you actually down to do that?
Yeah.
We might do that.
Yeah. 40x, bro, because I actually haven't seen a movie in 40x yet.
And then I heard it's crazy, especially in that boat scene where they're in the storm when Poseidon's like, "Go fuck yourselves," and then just kills everybody. By the way, like how everybody dies is insane. And then I think we'll get into one of the scenes, one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Mm-hmm. They stop because they make many of stops on this journey. Yeah. By the way, they were all basically the wrong fucking stops. Yeah. It's like a stoner movie, but like it's like very high stakes.
Yeah. It's like maybe it's over there.
He's like, what if we eat the meat like in a little hole? Like then they can't see us.
That's your fucking wild statement out of context. But one of the scenes they stop off on an island. First off, before we even get to the main thing, there was like a bunch of fucking red flags. As they're walking up this little hill, they like see a fucking tiger.
Yeah.
And then they keep seeing like these then they see a lion.
I know. We didn't even talk about how the opening of the movie is Travis Scott. Oh yeah. Fucking telling the story.
Yeah, telling the story of Astro World.
Tells him like how people died at his concert. He's like, war.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Also, can we talk about just the simple fact of like how crazy it is that like for a movie like the Odyssey, the first person you fucking see is Travis Scott.
Apparently they're homies. Nolan and Travis. He called him. He was like, "Want to be in this?" Nolan's so fucking chill, man. He's just like calling people because he's the most like popular director, critically acclaimed director right now, you know, especially after Oppenheimer, which was crazy. So everybody in this, from Travis Scott to Zendaya to Matt Damon to Charlize Theron, Elliot Page, but like Tom Holland, Spider-Man, like.
Also, by the way, can we talk about the fact that like a lot of people were like
Corey Hawkins
they were plugging a lot of Zendaya being in this movie, and she's only in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, shit, she's a very important character though in those 10 minutes, so like, you know, but yeah, they did advertise. Like, I don't know why they put Travis Scott in the TV spot, you know, when he's doing the monologue. He's literally in it for two scenes, but I liked him in those scenes though. I'm not gonna front. Like he's just like, I'm ready for this. It's Travis Scott. Thank you for setting the tone. Like I actually enjoyed, despite the liminal. I think he did make use with the time given with the characters. Of Christopher Nolan. I do think some of the characters could have had more because they do have more to do in the Odyssey, but like it's the Odyssey and also the Iliad, which also this has elements of too. And so it's like huge epic stories that you have to cut because you know it's just the time.
There's like a bunch of red flags as they're walking up this fucking hill.
Yeah.
But they're hungry as shit,
mm-hmm.
and then so they fucking see this lady who has like this little house right there, and like she invites them in to eat, but the thing is they have to leave their weapons and shit like in armor like on
outside the door.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but there's like when they're like walking, there's visibly like old fucking pairs of armor like in the
outside.
Back. Yeah, and like you don't fucking. I don't know how, like, they just basically kept avoiding all the fucking red flags. And then, so they start eating the fucking shit, and then turns out that the fucking lady's a witch, and that shit turns
Demigoddess.
Yeah, and she turns them into fucking pigs. But the thing that's crazy is there's a scene where, like, it's showing, like, their faces getting morphed, And there's a scene where she like grabbing the face and like stretching it and shit. It looked really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to Samantha Morton, who played Cersei. That's the character's name. She was not in it for long, but she made a big, huge impact. That was like one of the craziest scenes in the movie, and I'm glad Christopher Nolan. I mean, I think he always has elements of horror in his movies, but like I think here he was really able to really express that.
Of fucking horror, we can talk about the next best scene in the movie.
Yeah, where like she turns them into pigs and shit.
Yeah, well, she turns them into pigs, and then.
The way he did that was nuts.
Yeah.
And it was no CGI either. It was all like makeup and practical effects, morphing them. Yeah, that was actually fucking terrifying. I'm not. That was disturbing. Nolan, you sick freak. Make a horror movie.
Didn't he like save him or whatever?
Yeah. He's like, oh, your sister's the bird, and then like he grabs the bird and is about to kill the bird.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So there's that. That's how they save him.
So then my second favorite.
In the Odyssey, he was banging her though.
Oh shit! That's
after
he turned the fucking people.
Before he was like, "Hey, my homies, could stay. I'll save my homies."
That would have been wild if we did it after. like I know you turn them into pigs and shit, but like fuck.
That would be. He's like, before you turn my homies back, we're gonna fuck real quick, and then you'll turn them back. That was me. Fucking piece of shit. He's more of a piece of shit in the book. He's like a regular likable dude.
I mean, he wasn't great in this either. He kept fucking leading them to the wrong fucking. So he leads them into a fucking cave next time the witch wasn't bad enough. He leads them into a fucking cave, and there's like a bunch of sheep and shit like in there. And then it turns out that that's the fucking cave of a fucking huge ass Cyclops. By the way, they did use like a fucking actual giant ass puppet,
like a 60 feet puppet and shit to like move that. That's insane. Even seeing that in theater, I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy to see. This is really like nuts.
But here's the thing. The reason
and used real sheep too in that. Yeah. Like there was 40 sheep and they're smelling sheep shit all the time in that.
The reason why I wanted to bring that up after the witch scene is because this was another instance in this movie where I feel like Christopher Nolan really showed like. He has the capabilities to, like, potentially make a really good horror movie in the future because there's a scene where the Cyclops comes back in and, like, they're obviously all, like, trying to hide.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a scene where, like, they're all trying to fucking scatter around once, like, they get found. And I'll never forget, one of my favorite shots of the whole fucking movie is when, what's the main dude's name?
Odysseus?
Yeah, Odysseus.
The movie, the name of the character the movie's based on?
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch. Why do y'all gotta be a fucking dick? You didn't have to add that little fucking spice in there. You could have just said, yeah, that's his name. Fuck you. But anyways, that dude, he there's a shot where he like looks up and all you see is the fucking Cyclops eating the fucking head of one of the soldiers. That shit was fucking crazy. So like shit like that, like shit like the scene with the witch, and then also scenes with the Cyclops. I genuinely do think that Christopher Nolan can make a really dope horror movie if he wanted to.
And this is a scene that I'm a little critical over, but I still think is very effective because it's so quick and it's just like this world is just shitty. It's a shitty world to be and everything fucking sucks dick.
Yeah, living in Greece back then wasn't fun.
Yeah, even if you're rich and if you're rich and a king, it still sucks because you have to go on these long ass.
I said I know what it's like. I played God of War.
Well, yes. Everything's shitty in that too. Oh my god! And then like they avoid the whirlpool, and then they have to.
Yeah, I literally just thought like the fucking game. The game literally starts with Kratos trying to off himself.
Oh my fucking god!
So yeah, Greece is not fun.
Yeah, but like even in the scene where like the sea monster is capturing them one by one and at the boat, I was like, what? Like, and it's just happened in and out. In the book, it's much more epic, and it comes out the sea. I'm
not gonna lie, that is something I wish that would have been like a longer thing. I wish they would have had like a scene where like encountered a fucking kraken or something, that would have been lit.
Like a whole sea monster.
Yeah,
I think that would have been. Yeah, I think that
lit.
segment should have been like longer and more epic. I think he just scaled it down because of time and the other things he wanted to do with the film. And I mean, one of my favorite supporting cast in this thing is Anne Hathaway as the wife, I think, and also Robert Pattinson as the main villain, who I think Pattinson is just phenomenal in this movie, and he is in every fucking movie, especially like he's the one being when in the ending when he's like cheering the other his like cronies. What
the fuck? You just turned them into Canadian henchmen? Fucking where the fuck did cronies come from?
I'm trying to think of like henchman-esque names, and I'm like, why did I think that?
Fucking cronies.
And he's like, get the spears, Like he was fucking hilarious in this fucking movie. And also John Leguizamo, the dude he plays the blind man.
Oh yeah.
Who gets fucking beat up all the time. He's really damn good in this, and there's a whole bunch of different performances that I really toot. And I love we're going all over. Well, it's a huge ass movie, so we can only like list like certain amount of scenes, but like the flashbacks to the Battle of Troy and how Nolan infused that with like his own version of the Odyssey, where it's like this is a movie where like the characters feel guilt about all the things like they do.
Arguably one of the best scenes is when they fucking open the gates and all the fucking soldiers storm in. Yeah. Just because all the way that shit built up and like with the music and everything. Yeah. That shit was epic. And then you have what's that one cool ass food that has the really cool helmet?
Oh yeah, the name I can't pronounce.
Agamemnon or something.
Agamemnon. Yeah.
Yeah, like and him just standing in the middle. That shit was sick.
Yeah, and then oh my god, and then it had the fucking Hades scene where it's like they're on like the rocks and like the soldiers pop out from the ground and shit, and that's where we get like Elliot Page's like standout scene of like Sinan fucking regretting and telling Odysseus the regrets. I think that whole scene in where they're talking to the soldiers is just phenomenal, and they're all running in the background and stuff. Seeing that, it's like I like how more nihilistic, but also like more like I don't know, because I usually don't like this in movies, but like it feels more approachable, very approachable story, adaptation for it, but like it lays it out clear, and it doesn't, but it doesn't hold back. I really
I'll let you know why it was a really approachable movie end to end.
Yeah.
I think I have something that'll perfectly summarize it. But,
there's so many like the flashback to even Agamemnon's death, like when he's talking about like the death, like how his wife killed him and stuff. Yeah. That was crazy too. It's like people are like, "Well, he died naked. Why does he have the suit there?" It's like because Zeus knows aura, and Zeus knows. He's like, that shit is fly as fuck. That shit is really fly. I can't believe I see that in Fortnite, bro. I just fucking like, what the fuck? He also plays Bowser Jr. in the Mario Galaxy movie.
That was a random fact.
So he's doing everything, and he's like into like.
Oh, also speaking of like the Odyssey memes. One of my favorite fucking tweets that I've seen when the movie came out was somebody like Christopher Nolan has clearly never played Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. I had the case. I should have brought it, man. I still these two dumbass books. I should have brought Mario Odyssey, and like this like and then like Lupita Nyong'o is also like one of the cast members that are in it for. Like a 5 minutes, but her double roles are like really fucking great. They're really, as the twin sisters, they're like fucking amazing. And I really think this movie is like, it does bring in what it promises, and also Pearl's in it for some reason for like 3 minutes too. And like she does Pearl thing. I've never thought that like Odysseus strumming a bow is like the most like coolest thing I've ever. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, especially the sound it makes.
Oh yeah, when people. Wasn't that where like people started clapping?
Yeah, I kind of think that's annoying. I was just like, people are just clapping. It's like, yeah, Dad, yeah. You know, still, I'm trying to watch the movie. You know, like, stop clown. This ain't the Marvel shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I know the British people.
You don't know. This could be people's Marvel.
You know, I mean, I guess, yeah. It inspired a lot of the Marvel stories. He's like, yeah. You know what? English majors hate this movie right now, like, because of all the shit it cuts out and all the shit it changes. Why is he such a likable person? You know, why doesn't he cheat on his wife? Like, come on. What about the windbag? Which I will say, the SpongeBob movie has the windbag from, and this doesn't. And the windbag came from the Odyssey. You know when Patrick opens the yeah. I actually do like the SpongeBob movie more than the Odyssey, if I'm being honest.
Bro, the SpongeBob movie is a fucking classic.
I think I really think
that's a banger ass movie.
I like that movie more than some of the greatest movies ever made. Like,
because it is one of the fucking greatest movies ever made.
It's one of the greatest adaptations to the Odyssey, and the Cyclops is the fucking submarine guy that gets jumped by the mariachi fucking crabs and shit. Yeah. The mariachi crabs should have showed up in the Odyssey.
How the fuck did we go from the Odyssey to fucking SpongeBob?
Because it's an adaptation of the Odyssey.
So you're saying that so you're saying that SpongeBob exists in the Odyssey universe?
Yeah, I think
imagine they
Stop. Matt Damon's he's like, I'm here for the sponge.
You just see them fucking roll past fucking Bikini Bottom.
And everyone's
I'm
probably gonna cut that
don't just fucking end it. We've already said no. So overall, what would you say? What would you say you would rate the movie?
I think there's a lot of, I think he's done better films, but even ignoring that, I think I do have criticisms of I don't care for changes in adaptions, but I think the changes need to add elements that the original source material does, and I think it just it does take away a bit of the epic style a little bit. I think it is too I don't there's some parts I'm just you could have used Athena more as more of an important character. I do like how he used Athena, by the way, but I think how he could have expanded that more to make a bigger impact. I also thought Tom Holland was, if I'm being honest, not the best in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Even God of War.
I thought Travis Scott gave a better performance than Tom Holland.
I'm pretty sure God of War used Athena more.
Yeah.
She's the one that would tell you your mission and shit.
So just Zendaya telling you missions and shit.
That would be lit.
But I think it is a little messy. I think he is trying to do what he did at Oppenheimer, which he did, I think, perfectly here, and I don't think it matched that energy or that pace really well. I think a lot of it had a bit of pace issues, despite it being frantic. It's still what is a little bit of a mess sometimes, but I do think it does reward the audience of what it delivers, and that is just an epic scale story that is just it's just a commentary on modern humanity and doom. So
what would you rate it?
8 out of 10.
I think for me, like I said, while I did think it was a pretty good movie, since it was a movie that, since I never actually read the book, I went into it with knowing basically not really anything about it.
Yeah.
I still thought it was a compelling story.
Yeah, it was late too, so some of when it dragged, it made me feel so maybe I need to rewatch it. Maybe I need to rewatch it when I'm more awake.
Yeah, there's probably some things that I forgot about it, but overall, I did really enjoy it. I think I would also go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's definitely not knocking down any of my. Well, it's not knocking down either of my two current favorite Nolan films, which are The Dark Knight and Oppenheimer. But overall, like Mike said earlier, I do enjoy the fact that Christopher Nolan was able to make a more approachable adaptation, because at the end of the day, this movie was really just about a bunch of dudes trying to fuck Tom Holland's mom.
You know, it's like, I was about to say something crazy. Like Jaden Smith.
Oh, you're stupid. You better keep that in. But anyways, so that was our thoughts on the Odyssey. Make sure you let us know if you've seen it. Like, also, if you've seen it in either 70mm IMAX in a regular theater,
or a different format.
Yeah, or you saw it in 4DX.
Yeah.
Let us know what your experience was like. And make sure you leave it down in the comments. But now moving on to something that Zendaya was in that wasn't so fucking great.
Yeah, no. And I don't even know how long we spent on that, but I have to really look at this edit. This edit's gonna be
a lot.
This edit's gonna be a pain.
Aside from the fucking random fucking audio that you just kept going.
The audio's an hour long, and the video's like 20 minutes.
You're stupid, dude. You're fucking stupid.
I went camping recently, and it was during a heat wave, which is like a schedule like you can't predict nature like that. Yeah, but like on sunburnt to a fucking crisp. Like my lips are so dry. I'm so red. Everything hurts. Like my fucking everything's hot too. Like it's a fucking heat wave right now. Like the last week has been fucking brutal. But we still going, but like my mind is like fried a bit.
So anyways, you guys, I think we talked about it in the last episode, right? Because you did your review of the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be getting Mike's full review.
Fuck this shit
of Euphoria season 3.
What the fuck? Now, I think this is going to be a lengthier, chunkier, meatier segment of here, because I actually have like a bit of history with how I feel about Euphoria, because I don't think I have expressed that I do think, besides like the writing, like especially from the first season, is obviously like the best, sadly. I think, there's some parts of the writing in that season I don't like at all, but like I do from the get-go, I do think like it captured so many, because I think it's one of the most cinematic shows I've ever seen. Like the camera work, everything from its approach to its visceral style, I think was just like what.
Which apparently the fucking filming style was stolen from somebody else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If Levinson knows anything, he knows how to just steal shit and claim it as his own. And but like I was like, okay, this is just a very unique show that deals with like certain heavy shit that people have gone through. That's why a lot of the characters
it was basically like if it was basically like Degrassi on acid.
Like Skins meets Degrassi, but like for like a super like hyped up, fucked up like Gen Z. And continuing Gen Alpha, and I think it speaks to a lot of people. Like I was 21 when the first season came out.
When did it come out?
2019. The first season came out 2019.
It's crazy. I don't think I watched it until like a year or two after it came out.
Yeah, especially when season 2 was coming up. Right? I think you asked me, hey, should I watch this? And I'm like, yeah, watch it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, please.
Bro, I'm actually legit. Like I don't.
And then you saw that second episode.
No, like the thing is, like I'm kind of like. When it comes to like the first season of Euphoria, I genuinely don't even remember why I even started watching it. I think it was just kind of like one of those things where like at the time that it had come out, it was such a popular show that I was like, you know what, let me just fuck it, let me like check it out to see what it's about. And unlike Mike, I actually did enjoy. I enjoyed the first 2 seasons for what they were. Yeah. Because I thought that they kept for the most part, I thought they kept the stories like. Pretty like
tighter knit.
Yeah, tighter knit. Like there was way more like consistency, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that obviously like the first 2 seasons dealt with them still being in high school. So there was like a kind of like a one like main place that all the characters were still gonna be at. Like they wouldn't like the stories wouldn't stray that far. And so that's kind of one of the things that I personally enjoyed about the first 2 seasons. But
and then
in the case of season 3, which they decided to make the decision to like basically
take him out because they're getting old as shit.
Yeah, so they basically did like a time jump where the third season takes place a few years after they graduated.
And that production between season 2 to 3 was like hell on earth because everybody was beefing with each other. And like Sam Levinson is like, oh, I'm about to go.
There was a bunch of shit that happened.
First of all, he made The Idol, which delayed Euphoria season 3, which he also stole. Like, someone else was supposed to do that shit, and then he was like, him and The Weeknd were like, you know what, we'll just do it because we're men, and we know how to tell this story about a woman better. So that's what they did, and that delayed Euphoria, and Zendaya's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not getting these fucking movies, I'm waiting on you.
If you guys have ever wanted to, like, fucking, like,
which explains why, like, season 3 is just such, like, a confounding,
if you
messy,
guys have ever wanted to torture yourself,
condescending mess.
You should check out The Idol because it is.
I've never watched
The Idol is probably one. Like, it's a show. I don't think I even made it past the second episode. Like, that was a show that is so fucking bad that I just never finished it. And funny enough, it was canceled after the first season.
Yeah, so. No one wanted to. Watch.
But speaking of Euphoria, when you get into the third season...
By the way, I hate season 2, too. I thought it was a massive fucking downgrade and piece of shit. I was like, oh, we're going this way instead of a good way. Like, I thought everything, and mostly everything...
What did you not like about it?
I think the storylines between Cassie and Nate, which is even worse in the season 3, is just like, it kind of is nonsense. And even the actors are like, especially after the first season, for the first season...
Like, were you expecting?
Like, first of all, the only male.
No, but I was gonna say I was because you said it was Cassie and Nate. Mm-hmm. So like, would you think the show would have been better if they like kept the relationship focused on Nate and Maddie?
And it's like, even, yes, I do think that, but even if it was that, I feel like it kind of just ran straight into it because you don't even see like that type of thing in season 1. It's kind of like an out of nowhere kind of thing in season 2.
Like, they kind of just hook up like when he fucking gives her a ride to the party.
Yeah, and then she does that stupid thing where she's like out the window and he's like driving fast. Like, bro, I'm not
gonna lie. When she did that, I had a fucking Hereditary flashbacks.
Yeah, like I hit the fucking a little bonk just on the head.
Like legit, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first watched the second season, one of the first thoughts that comes into my mind when I saw that scene, like, oh fuck, oh fuck, I didn't know they were gonna kill off Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, that's what they would have done in like season 3. But it's like, but even then, like, I think the style and tone of it was like kind of still there. I think this is probably unpopular opinion, but like I think the digital look of the first season looks much better than like the film look of like the second season. I think like the digital look in the first season has some modernity to it, if that's a fucking word. And while like the film version is like very contrasting to what like how it felt in that first season.
I did like some of the shots from the first episode. The first like when they're at the party.
Yeah.
At the end, I did like some of the shots, like when it's, I don't know if you remember, there's a shot where they're like showing different people, like different main characters at the party.
Yeah.
And like every time it shows them, it like does like a bright spotlight on them.
Yeah.
And then it like kind of fades out.
Yeah,
I really like that.
And I will say, even in like the worst of the worst episodes, I do think Sam Levinson is like talented when it comes to visual storytelling and like directing. It's just like his instincts as a writer and a storyteller at that is like just pure nonsense, and that's why season 2 took like so long to film. It was like a very hectic shoot.
What the fuck did this food do before Euphoria?
That's the thing. He is a nepo baby from his dad is a Hollywood director, Barry Levinson, who directed many films including Rain Man. And like
was Euphoria his like first shit?
No, because he made a movie in 2011 that I saw called Not Another Day, which is basically like about the main character is an addict, and like he's dealing with family problems and shit, and like it's basically segments of Euphoria like squeezed down into a movie. That's also not a good movie, by the way, but he's made a couple movies, written a couple things, and Euphoria is an adaptation of an Israeli show, and then he saw that, was like, you know what, I could probably do something with that. And I think
wait.
That's why I said we're going in on this.
So, no, but there's an Israeli version of Euphoria.
Yeah, it came out before this. It was the. You're like, oh no, I'm killing children. All right.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I gotta do some fan.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like, out of all the fucking places that you would have told me that, like, this idea originated from, I never would have fucking guessed that.
Oh my god, I want to see Israelis do fan. Oh shit.
You stupid. But, so, yeah, you were saying, so
yeah,
you
but
stole
like,
the idea, basically.
yeah, he steals all these ideas and then claims to, and then when he has his own ideas, they're fucking terrible. And I do, it's because the visual style, and I do think those pandemic episodes that have to only do with like Zendaya and like Hunter Schafer are probably my two favorite episodes of the entire show. Like, I think that, especially the Hunter Schafer one.
That's interesting.
Like, I think those are episodes that I actually, those are like the only two episodes in the entire series like I love. Like, I love them so much. Those
are actually the ones that I remember the least.
Oh man, I think they're very revealing and touching, especially like in the pandemic where everybody was just feeling fucked up. I feel like those two episodes are like very, very, very good, and I easily like the best thing.
Go back and rewatch those.
Yeah, those are like
legit don't remember.
Those are like, they have definitely like peak Euphoria. It's only those two episodes though. Like, even like, but the elements of season one, I think the main aspects of like the show I do like is its portrayal of addiction, because Sam Levinson has actually dealt with all that shit Ryu has gone through when it comes to addiction and stuff. So I think like a lot of that like is like portrayed beautifully throughout the show, even at its worst. Even in season 3, there's some elements that I really do
also, by the way,
enjoy.
Before we like go more in, like before we like start piling on more onto the season 3,
yeah,
I do want to say, since this probably and most likely will be the last time we ever talk about Euphoria, I do want to give Zendaya her fucking flowers, because her fucking portrayal of Rue throughout this whole show, whether like, you know, the show itself was fucking horrible or not, or you didn't like it, the one thing that you can't deny is that Zendaya like fucking acted her ass off for this role. Yeah,
and I do think the actors, especially in those first 2 seasons, were like good enough to like really carry like be like, all right, he's like, yeah, oh my god, that poster is insane. Holy, of the Israeli version of Euphoria. Holy shit.
Yeah, you gotta send me that, dude. I'm gonna watch that shit. I don't care if I have to get a fucking VPN.
You don't care if the Mossad's watching over you.
I gotta see that shit. Because that's fucking insane. Like, I never would have pictured that idea.
That's
came
crazy. That you're like, he's like, how can that's crazy.
But so anyways,
yeah, but like there's even in the worst moments of Euphoria in the first 2 seasons, there's appreciation I have, and there's some appreciation. There's a little tiny bit of appreciation I have for season 3.
So how did it feel like jumping back in, like when you started episode 2?
I'm just like 5 seconds. Just like everything about this show is shit. I think I said last episode, like I kind of knew it was gonna be terrible for the first, literally, like, and I don't mean to be such a fucking hater, but the first 5 seconds when I see fucking Rue getting pushed by the Mexicans by the border and shit, I was just like, and she's like, I'm just like, all right, we've lost it. Like, he immediately jumped the fucking shark of like what the story is going to be, because instead of being very specific on like these lives and like addiction and like other traumas, he's just going to be like, we're going to talk about America now. Like, fuck, even the Iliad's like, stop fucking talking about Euphoria.
Yeah, like, how dare you go from talking about us to talking about you?
You're like, how dare you? He's like, let me go yap on and describe everybody that has been in my life as a character and make these passages way longer than I expected. All right, that's a random like Odyssey shot, and the Iliad too. But like, anyways, back to Euphoria. Yeah, it's like when she's. Way every story goes here is like, wow.
Okay, so wait. So I guess
each story.
So I guess a better way to do this is, out of the third season, I guess, what storyline did you hate the most from the third season?
Oh God, I think Nate's.
That's okay.
Nate's, and then eventually Maddie's.
Bro, fucking absolutely despise what they did with Nate.
Like, holy shit. Like,
because if you watch the first 2 seasons, and then you see what he becomes in the 3rd season, like, that genuinely didn't even fucking feel like the same character.
No, I think, like, and I do think there could have been an approach that, like, be like, oh, he's tough in high school, but a loser in, like, post-high school. Like, but, like, I think the way he did it is just the worst way possible with, like, this whole gangster crime, like, fucking aspect, which Sam Levinson put way too much in this 3rd fucking season.
Not to say that I would have wanted to see it, but, like, I found the dynamic between him and Cassie kind of strange because, like, I feel like, especially from what you saw in the first 2 seasons of the show, Nate strikes me as a guy who would definitely fucking, like, beat Cassie, like, whenever she got, like, way too out of line.
Yeah.
So, like, I was just kind of surprised that they really fucking, like, toned down his character for some reason, which I do not understand.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I think Sam Levinson really just wanted to be done with the show, and then he's, because, like, I think every actor at that time was just expressing how much they have to wait, or, like, they're hating his approach, because Barbara Ferreira, who was in the first 2 seasons, is not here. Who played Kat. She's like, well, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but I don't want to be part of any of this, so fuck y'all.
She looks so different.
Yeah, it's insane. And then, like, she's doing, she's done, like, a couple indie movies that have been, like, got some acclaim to them, so shout out to her. I think Nate's storyline is bad. I think Maddie's storyline, like, how she goes to, like, how she gets involved with everything is just so shitty and forced. Like, everything here just feels so, like, forced in this fucking show. Like, it felt like Sam Levinson was writing the show just to torture, just because he hated the actors and, like, their criticisms of the show they were in, so he just wrote the worst possible storylines
Nate
possible.
is definitely, like, that's the one that I felt like they killed that character.
Like, you could tell, like, Sam Levinson hated just writing everything about this, and you could tell these actors were checked the fuck out.
Also, speaking of Barbie. Who's another character who might possibly would have been, like, could have been in the same situation this season?
Yeah.
Fucking Hunter Schafer.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, Hunter Schafer is barely in the 3rd season.
Yep, and she is, like, a very important character in those first 2, and that specifically those episodes as well within the first 2 seasons. And, like, the way, and, like, it's sad to see that, like, the best actress here is, like even, like, the greatest actors here, it's just, like, kind of suck. Like, I hate the person who plays Lori. I also hate, because at first, let's talk about Alamo. Let's fucking talk about.
One of the characters that we get introduced to in the 3rd season.
At first, I was like, okay, I like this character. By the 2nd episode, I'm like, I think he's written fucking terribly. The way they fucking do this shit, and the way.
Wait, what was the episode that, like,
the 2nd episode where he's like they just what
was it specifically that you're like, oh no?
It was just, like, the way Sam Levinson wrote, like, the black plight of America. He's like, oh, you made it a pig thing, and then now it's a race thing. I'm just I'm just like, Sam, this is not how you approach with with this, like, scenes and characters.
Like, when he was, like, more mad that she called him a pig than the
yeah. And then, by the way, two of the best parts are his partners of this entire season.
Oh yeah, shout out to Marshawn fucking Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch was good.
He is hilarious.
And then the actor who plays Bishop is really good, and he's a HBO, like, he's done The Wire, Barry, We Own This City. Like, he's a really great actor. Like, and I'm glad he's in, like, a major spot. I just hate the fact that it's Euphoria, but, like, he's really good.
You know what part I was like, what part I kind of really like? Oh, they're kind of like. They're kind of ruining the Alamo character for me. It was the scene, I don't know if you remember, I don't know what fucking episode it was in, but they're at his house, and that fool, like, gets some pants or whatever, and they're, like, the wrong fucking size. Dude, that shit, like, I was like, dude, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Bro, like... and he gets a backstory too. I'm just like, okay, I guess. Like, I will say that backstory is like, all right, that was decent. That was good. That was all right. I think the way Rue ends that shit is kind of fucking so corny though. It's just like he's like, that's when he knows. That's when he learned that bitches ain't shit. And then it's just like the title card. And then I think sadly the only one that from the main cast that's actually having a bit of fun at all is fucking Sydney Sweeney, who's playing Cassie, who's
which by the way, let's talk about the first fucking scene that you see her when you first start the show.
Yeah. She's doing all the OnlyFans thing. You know.
That's literally
first she gets the Mexican fucking maid to be to take the pictures.
Fucking photographer.
And then like you could tell he's like Sam's like, we're gonna talk about America because all these characters talk about why they're doing this in America and the game. Like he's like, why do you do this, maid? And she's like, because America and shit like that. I'm just like every time he sprinkles all that shit through fucking this entire thing.
What do you think was the cringiest Sydney Sweeney thing you saw for her OnlyFans? I think for me, it was definitely when she did the fucking baby thing. Yeah,
that baby thing is like a little uncomfortable, and I hate Sam because he's just like, oh, I wrote it, but these other characters are like, oh, that's sick, that's fucked up, I'm just like, but you still wrote it though, it's still here, and you don't even use it that well. Like, I think Sam Levinson could have had with this character of Cassie, could have look at me trying to up him, even though he is a terrible fucking piece of shit fucking season. I'm just like, he could have tackled that culture quite honestly
also,
and well.
Speaking of that, a bunch of fucking apparently when the season first came out, a bunch of fucking OnlyFans models were upset over the portrayal of it.
He was like, how dare you you don't you don't do it that way, you don't do it this way. Oh my god, I'm just like, this fucking thing. I'm gonna edit this, don't worry. Edit this like Oedipus. Wait.
What? The fuck was that? Please keep that in. I don't give a fucking...
I meant to say Odysseus. I said Oedipus.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'm trying to calm myself by rapping. Oh my god, oh my god, I fucking hate Euphoria. I think they and then, but I will say, I'm not gonna lie, the opening of the Cassie episode where she's really dedicated to OnlyFans. There was a scene that that actually did make me laugh. I think it's still really bad episode, but that did make me laugh is when she's when Maddie's when Maddie's like, so you're gonna fart in a jar, and she's like, oh no, gross, why do I? Because it sells. And then he's like, what does it matter? Can you fart in the jar? And Maddie's like, yeah. And then she starts ripping it up. I'm just like, yeah, you really who orders? First of all, I think who orders that shit? You're a fucking weirdo if you order that shit.
I don't know if you remember, but there was a whole thing a few years ago. There was I can't fucking remember her name. But she was a very popular I think OnlyFans creator. I think it was I think she got traction because I think from what I remember she started on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then she went into OnlyFans when she had a shit ton of subscribers. Mm-hmm. And she started selling her fucking bathwater. So I think that was a nod to that kind of shit.
Yeah, and I think the elements of that could be fun, but I think he just goes so overboard and so quick. There's no everything stakes is high all the time, even though he hasn't established anything we give a fuck about. Cassie, how Cassie gets into the fucking gangster thing when fucking Nate gets. I'm gonna go back to the Nate thing often because it's so the Armenian fucking dude. He's just you owe me money. I'm like,
literally towards the end, all the episodes are just him getting fucking kidnapped and beat up.
He's just being so and then he gets and then the wedding scene after he shows up to the wedding and then
also by the way, can we talk about what the fuck Maddie was wearing to the wedding?
I know that shit was funny though, and it's just even the way Maddie gets involved with it because she's hanging out with Rue and then they meet Cassie and then Alamo fucking meets the Armenian and then the fucking Nate.
Also, by the way, wait, listen. Is it just me? But I feel realistically, I feel aside maybe from like what's it called, like Cassie, Maddie, and fuck, what was that other girl? What was the nerdy girl's name?
The nerdy girl.
The one who's Cassie's sister.
Oh, Lexi?
Yeah, Lexi. So I don't know, but at least for me, I feel like realistically, aside from like maybe Lexi, Cassie, and Maddie, I feel like none of these people would ever fucking talk to each other after high school.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard for me to see like them still apparently be that close with each other.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that doesn't seem realistic.
And like I will say, rest in peace, Eric Dane, who plays Kyle Jacobs, Nate's dad.
Also speaking of that, also R.I.P. to Angus Cloud.
Yes, who is alive in the series, which people had a problem with, but I don't know, I think that's cool, but like Eric Dane, who comes back as the dad, who I think he is good.
Loved his performance.
He's so good.
Loved his
he's so good. I think he is the best part of season 2 as well. Like I think he acted his ass off in that fucking season as well.
I fucking love the scene where he's like driving off after he gets beat up by fucking Ashtray with the shotgun, and he's like, hey, Mr. Big Balls. When he's talking to fucking Nate in the kitchen.
Yeah. When he starts pissing on the floor. This fucking stupid ass scene, but he's re-killed that shit. Yeah, but he really, and even he just has 2 scenes in this show. I still think he's like he really made it. When he was actually talking to like fucking Jules, I think that was a really funny scene of like him complaining about how he got caught with all this shit he got caught. He was like try finding in a fucking apartment when I think that was actually like his performance was really, really good. I do think they kind of just minimize what the character's done in like the last 2 seasons, but like I still appreciate his performance despite that. And I'm trying to think, is there any other I guess visually, because I'm mad because like he's really just drenched this HBO budget like to the extreme. Like visually everything is gorgeous and pristine. That's why I fucking hate Sam Levinson, because I think visually he's like super cinematic and competent, but like I think just all his instincts is just out the fucking window, like the worst thing you could do, especially how the character of Ali goes too. Yeah, I'm just
also, so again, since it's like already kind of running long,
bro,
yeah. Like, what did you think of how the show, how he decided to end the show?
Oh my god, I think it's just like every way the show ended is like just a backstab of like the actors themselves. It's like I don't think he really did this. So like let's think of the story. He's like, no, fuck these actors for making me do all this shit, weigh all this shit. Just like let me write the worst things possible. And it's just like like I get like Rue maybe like in another version of this. It's like yeah, like that makes sense. She would overdose, but I think the way it led to like everything else, I'm just like, this is the stupidest way to even handle this after this, especially with like a stupid fucking shootout at the end, and then it's like oh my fucking god, bro, it's like why in the fuck? First of all, why did he make this just like a total like Western shit where everything's about crime and gangsters and like
had that impression from the first episode?
Oh my god! And like the way like we see Nate die too is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, bro, I was so fucking pissed when I watched this because I was like, really, all that shit? We didn't even have to see like this fucking. And
then it's like how Alamo meets the Armenian, and then he shoots the Armenian. And then the pigs, there's lots of close-ups of the pig's asshole when they're shitting and shit. Lots of shit, piss, cum, throw fucking shit. That like it's like so like really like this is first of all very unnecessary to the thing. Where it's like but like Sam Levinson's like, oh, I'm like this is realistic, but like no, it's just you're being weird, you're being gross. You need to like sit outside, you fucking freak. Like don't ever like express yourself ever fucking again, please. And it's just like and then the way it ends with the shootout, Bishop like taking the fucking bullets, like alright, that's cool I guess, because Bishop's just like a cool character, and like then he walks
Also,
out.
no,
Yeah.
well, actually, no.
And then Ollie's shooting up the strip club and like the strip, like the whole story with like even like the Confederates, like their storyline too is fucking
I'm
stupid.
not gonna lie, you know who's probably one of the dumbest characters on the show is fucking Faye. Bro, like when she fucking gets shit tattooed on her ass.
Oh man, and it's just like everything about
like,
this show.
Is it a butterfly?
Yeah, and I think every scene is just too long, and I think every scene is like every night, like 90% of the scenes are like written terribly. So 10% like, and I could get with that, but I think every character's exit is just so stupid and sad, and it's just like what a sad derailment of a show that it didn't had potential, but just kept going down as it went on. I've never seen like this Game of Thrones, How I Met Your Mother, all that shit, but like Euphoria is like it feels so spiteful with how 2.5 Men is really bad too. I would compare it to that season, that last season as well. It's very fucking that's not even like that good of a show either, but it's still funny.
Well, the
but
thing I know about that show is like Charlie Sheen's on it.
Yeah, but like I as like sitcom slop, I really enjoy it, but that last season is fucking terrible, and that's what it reminded me. And like this season is like it's a giant fucking piece of shit. One of the worst. Oh my god, Cassie's mom in that fucking wedding scene is just so fucking stupid. It's so fucking dumb. And then
same lady that plays the mom on Ted, by the way.
Yeah, and then also I completely forgot about Ashtray when you said something.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, and then the ending of this season, how it starts off with the raid at the and then everyone starts like offing themselves at like Lori how she dies and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just like this scene is so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Like
it genuinely feels like he didn't have any fucking idea what to do with this third season.
Yeah, no, I think this is just never let Sam Levinson cook with his own script for like at least 40 years. Just keep him away from like the computer, typewriter, pencil, whatever the fuck. Just keep him away from that. I think this is just a dog shit season. One of the worst seasons of TV I think I've ever seen in my life. I think all these actors deserve better, except Sydney Sweeney. And I think
What? Just because she's blonde and has big titties?
He was like because like the perfect genes.
I still remember that fucking commercial.
Where it's like, she has MAGA hat her fucking family members, bro. And then like all the beef that I was having, that was T101 though. The T from this show was insane, just to like fucking say that. Get that out the way. Nobody wanted to be here. Nobody wanted to make it, but they needed to make it, and it got popular. But like, at what cost?
So
at what cost? 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10. I think fine. 1 out of 10, 0.5 out of 5. I think the scenes in here I do like, and I still think when he focuses on the addiction part of the show, I think is really when it shines. And there's some things of that here, but not really. But I do think when she's throwing the shoes at that one stripper is really fun. It was actually really fucking funny. I'm like, there you go. Do some good acting real quick before you go back to this piece. Fuck this show. And she was doing press for the drama, so she was like, I'm not talking about that thing at all. So yeah, hate this fucking shit. Hate it. Horrible
ending to a show.
Horrible, like what a spiteful ending. Kind of like this, cause it's really hot. We've been here for a long time.
It's legit. We're like it's 10:30 right now.
Yeah, but, and you got darker as the video went out. You look like fucking Nikki in Obsession when she's hung it in
the corner and shit. Like
walking backwards, like whoa.
That's what I was gonna say. Speaking of Obsession, I will say that a lot of people are like giving praise to the Odyssey right now, but I still think as of right now, Obsession is still my favorite movie of the year. But now moving on to, we're gonna be doing the movie and the album wheel real quick.
Yeah, and then we'll review Operation Repo, the movie, next episode. Yeah,
because we totally forgot about that. Right,
we've been busy a lot.
Yeah, so
my lips hurt so fucking much. And now I just realized that light went out too. Yeah. So we look like we're being interrogated. Yeah.
Fucking fool, you gotta buy that LED light.
Yeah, I will. Especially for late night shootings like this.
But what's it called? So I was supposed to add, I think, a movie and an album. Mm-hmm. But I'll just fucking do that later, and then if it lands on it, I'll just do it again.
All right, that's fair.
So
we gotta get rid of some of these anyway.
Yeah, so I'll start off with albums. I fucking hate you
I forgot what was on here. I keep forgetting what's on this wheel.
There's a fucking album that you decided to fucking leave on here, you piece of fucking shit, because I'm dreading the fucking day that it lands on it, because I wanna fucking kill you. But anyways,
press it, goddammit.
Let's go ahead and do this. Is gonna be the album for August. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead.
I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna look straight at the camera. Just looking at the audience. I'm looking at the audience. Look at the audience. Looking at the audience. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Okay, so we're gonna be doing.
What are we doing?
We're gonna be doing the documentary by the game.
Woo! Classic West Coast. Classic West my god. We eventually got to do that. Logic album though.
Yeah,
it's gonna land.
I hate that you decided to leave it on there. But you know what's fucking kind of weird about it landing on the documentary? Just recently, if you've been online, you've seen that the game and YG actually recently did a versus battle, which I watched, by the way. And that shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit was fucking hilarious because the game got fucking lit. Like, he literally started the night by downing a whole fucking
I saw that clip. I didn't even know that was him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not used to seeing him with like the curly hair.
Yeah.
But bro, he got fucking lit. Like there was even one point where he's like performing and he's like doing that thing where he's like backing up into like his crew, right?
Yeah.
But he was doing it so much that it looked like they were like trying to keep him up from falling.
It looked like Nicky walking backwards. Yeah, that's how he looked like.
And then there's a fucking meme going around of him dancing. It's fucking funny as shit, but no, it was honestly like a really it was a really great vibe, and you can tell that they were just having fun. By the way, YG completely swept that.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
And Gang got some hits, but like, why when it comes to like now,
like West Coast now hit like. I think
a lot of people fuck. It's like nostalgic now.
You know what it is? I feel like the game does have a lot of bangers, but they're more so sensitive, especially since like most of his shit that he has bangers from was like from the early to mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't have like the same type of party vibe that YG music has.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of one of the main reasons why YG was able to sweep that is because he has way more party bangers.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people this generation would really fuck with that shit.
Yeah,
so that's crazy, but that's like shit. I love that. I was actually listening to it recently but there's things I don't like in it. But we'll
I cannot wait. It's fucking crazy.
We'll get into that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the album, and so now we're gonna be getting into the movie.
I'm waiting for Supermarket. I need to get that out.
Wait, what?
I need to get that Supermarket out of there.
Yeah, you fucking son of a bitch, dude. Why'd you have to leave it on there?
You know, it's just like I'm dreading that too.
It off,
nah, fuck that. We gotta leave it. We gotta leave one of those albums there.
All right, so now we will be doing the movie of the month. So now let's see what we get.
Oh my god, I'm looking at this. Fuck that. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck, I've been wanting to rewatch this movie for ages, but I haven't because I want to do it with the podcast, and that is the motherfucking Departed, which we're going to watch Operation Repo and The Departed. Oh my fucking god.
Perfect fucking deal, man.
Holy shit. Oh my fucking god.
So you heard it here. So the movie for next month is going to be The Departed.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be doing the documentary by the game. So that will be next month. But now let's finally wrap up this episode and let's do our recommendations.
Man.
So do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
Have yours ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go first.
Okay, so this is actually a song that I was telling Michael that I was listening to. I just got put onto it recently, and the reason why I really liked it is because it kind of had like it gave me like similar vibes as like early to mid 2000s alternative rock music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the band that it was from, I actually assumed that this was probably one of their hits from that time. But I was actually very surprised to find out that this song that I'm going to be recommending was actually from one of their 2022 albums.
Mm-hmm.
So it is fairly recent, so that is pretty dope. But the band that I'm going to be talking about is, of course, Simple Plan. And the song that I'm going to be talking about is coming from their 2022 album titled Harder Than It Looks.
Mm-hmm.
And the track that I'm going to be recommending for today is called Ruin My Life, featuring Dirk Wibley. I don't know, that song, it just has a really dope, like I said, it gives me the
classic early 2000s vibes.
Early 2000s, like alternative rock vibe.
All the small things.
Yeah, kind of, so basically like
turn
that.
Turn into big things.
So, you fucking idiot, dude. But, so that's going to be my recommendation is Ruin My Life by Simple Plan.
Yeah, and this time I am going to recommend, well, we didn't talk about it, but we were supposed to review, but since we went too fucking long, I'll just recommend it. Steve Lacy's Oh Yeah album.
Shit, yeah, I completely
So I'm just going to recommend that since we're not going to review because we just went way too fucking long on this shit. But, like, I love, it's my favorite album. Both, it's my favorite non-hip-hop album, just favorite album of the year so far. I love every fucking track. I love how regretful and sad it sounds. The soundscape is what I love. I think he mixes a lot of different elements from like art pop to post-punk, pop punk, R&B, soul, psychedelic, and just meshes it into such like a unique like form and flow. Like I really love like the soundscape, and I love like the sad shit he's talking about. He's really fucking sad on this fucking album, but like I think it just sounds really like amazing, and I love all the songs. Like I love all the fucking songs, and that's gonna be one. And another one is gonna be a single from back in the day, Paper Planes by MIA, but the Diplo Street remix featuring Bun B and Rich Boy. And I've been on a Bun B kick, and my God, I think this was actually the first Bun B verse I've ever heard.
I don't think I've ever heard that version of it.
Oh my God, he's fucking flowing on that shit. Like he's fucking fucking start with your head, homie, then use your hands. If you try it in reverse, you don't even have a chance. Like I'm just like, he spits fucking game, but he's sucking butter smooth flow on that shit. And Rich Boy does like a great like analogy verse that is fucking incredible. Like such like a capture of like a time capsule in this shit. But like
like MIA, like isn't she like a crazy right wing?
Yeah, that's the sad part. Yeah, how way things go and shit. But like that Paper Plane.
The only thing that I know about MIA recently is that she got kicked off.
Yeah, the Kid Cudi concert. We're gonna ignore that and just appreciate Paper Planes because the song itself is already like a classic. But like that remix and the other remixes it had over, it's really fucking good.
I remember that shit used to be in every fucking movie trailer that came out back then. I
still love it when trailers do it. If I'm being honest, like I think more trailers now, like the Odyssey trailer, should have had Paper Planes.
So fucking MIA.
Like
every time they do the gunshots, it's the fucking Cyclops.
Like just leaning go, just like a fucking, just fucking Robert Pattinson, just fucking doing this shit. But yeah, the Diplo Street remix is fucking phenomenal. I love that remix so much, and the Steve Lacy Oh Yeah album. We're not gonna review that. It's fine.
So that's gonna be it for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah,
and
we are okay. The lighting just like we're gonna buy an LED light for the next one.
So we'll be sure to see you on the next one. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.